Hello and welcome to La Campagne Angevin, or the Angevin Countryside. This is a French map. It is located kind of in, I don't know what the exact region is. I have it on a map. I'll show you that in a minute. Let's get out of this really cool French house and let me show you around a little bit as soon as I figure out how to get out. I've been out before, I promise. I've been in and out a couple times. Here we go. It's a very interesting, more modern style house. On New Farmer, you also start with the pickup truck as well. And yeah, let me show you where this is in reality. So this actually takes place in Angers, France, which is in western France. Okay, I was about to say it was in central France, but it's right here on the map of France. And we also have the mod description. This is a map made by Mail. It was just released 2 days ago from the time that I'm recording this. Welcome to the Angevin Countryside. It's a realistic French map that comes from the villages near Angers in Maine-et-Loire. Yeah, I'm messing up my French pronunciation. But you get 2 cow barns, a pig barn, 2 sheepfolds, 1 stud, 1 CUMA? C-U-M-A? I don't know. 1 BGA, you get factories, cheese factory, sawmill, fabric factory, greenhouses, a sugar factory. You get 155 fields, all of which are purchasable in functional emissions. You get lots of wood, lumberjack logging areas. That's the word I'm looking for. Right down here. Let's see. You get the cartridges are hidden in the map. Prices are personalized according to the difficulty. I'm not exactly sure, but I think they might be talking about the collectibles, maybe? I don't know. But it's a official conversion of the Angevin Countryside version, FS19 for FS22. Awesome. Great. Well, let's move on, shall we? I don't want to take too long. I want to try to keep things moving. Let's take a quick look at this map overview, because as much as I want to get right into looking around and driving around, trust me, this is necessary. It's a beautiful map. It is. It's a beautiful map, but you're going to see very shortly that, except in most places, it's not very open, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. In most places, it's very closed. It has a lot of covered trees. So I'd rather not tab through all my vehicles. But looking at the map is going to help. And I wish that the mod maker highlighted the roads a little more. Like, you can't tell too well that there's a road that comes up through here, because, like, for example, that's the shop. This is the main barn that you might start with if you're on New Farmer like I am. But we have a ton of fields. We have 155 fields. Holy cow. And all I can say is it feels very French and European. It feels very tight. But we have a lot of interesting fields. Let's take a little look at the map before we head out. You do get a manure heap and a gas tank in the farmhouse. You also do get you have a cow pasture in the slurry, which is right next to your house. I don't know if I'd really want to live that close to a slurry pit. You got for making, what's it called? Not digestate, that's slurry. What am I thinking? Hang on. Silage. That's the word. Silage. You get a silage bunker that you can make silage in, which would be nice because you also have some cows. Astronaut? What? I don't know. I don't know what that means, honestly. Let's not get stuck. It said something about us getting a stud as well. I wonder if that means we have a cow. Let's run around the home farm a little bit, see what's what. Let's see. I guess we were already in here. I wonder if cows go there? I assume. I don't know. I'm not sure how all this works, honestly. As far as actuality, how it might legitimately work. But we do have plenty of good starting equipment. Like we've got a moderately powerful stayer with a nice little tipper at toes. Got the nice Dutzschfar. I mean, I know it's a pretty cheap starting combine, but hey, whatever. Can't complain. Free stuff is free stuff, at least in new farmer mode. This is a great little tractor. I don't know how powerful this is. Actually, I'll find out. Here we go. 190 horsepower. You also have a Massey Ferguson 3670 at 170 horsepower. The stayer from before is 135. So you get a pretty decent little assortment of tractors when you first start. You also get a pickup 2017. Get the trailer that we saw before. We have the grain header for the harvester. Get a cultivator, 2.5 meters wide. You get a seeder, 3 meters. Header trailer and a couple weights. Nothing too fancy, but always nice to have if you enjoy playing on the new farmer mode. All right. You also start with a few different fields. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. Okay. You start with a few different fields. You get, let's see. So this is the starting area where all of the tractors that you saw before were. And you get this field number 1 and field number 14. Let's take a closer look at that. Can I go in there? So this is field 14. Little tiny small patch. Not really anything too exciting. Let's go check out field 1, see what that's about. Okay, I was getting lost. Trust me, it was like right behind me, but it would be way more confusing to see me getting lost than just me skipping it. This place will turn you around and around and around and around and around. The roads are difficult to see, honestly, particularly when you consider the map. The map icon itself doesn't really show anything too specific. Like I was saying, it's not very well highlighted. I wish the mod maker would kind of make it a bit more obvious where the roads are when looking at this overhead map, because looking at this, it's a lot. There's a lot to it. And I don't know what is a field boundary and what's a road. But we're going to go ahead and try to get on the main road. The kind of horizontal, diagonal looking thing in the center of the screen. I don't know what's going on with my car. Side-by-side ATV. I really do like the French aesthetic, though. It is really nice, I have to say. Now, this is how a lot of the map feels, where you have fields on both sides. You have a little narrow road. I wanted to drive around a pickup truck this map. However, it was like exactly as wide as this lane. And with the cars that come through, I don't know why there's no cars anymore, but the cars that come through, it can get in the way pretty easy. Let's see if we can't take the next left. See where that puts us. This is difficult because I don't know where the road is and isn't. Okay, let's just go that way. I haven't thoroughly explored all the areas, but I have taken a peek enough to kind of get a general gist of what's going on in this map. I'm not sure what's going on here, though. Is that another, like, cow farm or something? This looks like another cow area. Now, we don't own it, though. Can I get out? I want to get out. Let's see. I just want to keep things moving because I don't want to get stuck. I guess. Looking at one thing for too long. We're 10 minutes in. It's a beautiful map, though. It really is. Okay, fine. I don't want to do this. Actually, hang on. I'll be back in a minute once I get back on the main road, because obviously I'm lost. I'm not sure what these wavy power line looking things are, but it doesn't quite work. I think I see what they were trying to do with the power lines. Or is that a French thing that I just don't know about? Is that a thing? I don't know. But it doesn't quite look right to me. Got this big field here on the left, 17. That is really nice, considering that all these fields are so tiny. I would have a very hard time playing this map personally. I'm not usually someone to play European style maps where it's very tight like all this. I like a bit more open space, not necessarily a ton. I do like a lot of open space though. But for example, I just find putting needing to put headers on trailers to be a pain, personally. So I enjoy being able to navigate my map without necessarily needing a header trailer. And you need to put it on and off and on and off and on and off. And what's that? Is that a gas station? Yeah, it's not marked on the map though. Can I still fill up on it? Yeah, this is... Yeah, I can still fill up, but it's not marked on the map as being a refuel point. Okay, so that's good to know. If you need gas, you can go here. I would have appreciated having a little icon though. You got carpentry and a La Souche sawmill down there. Okay. Let me keep driving for a little bit, and I will, towards the end of the video, I'm going to stop and I'm going to go through all the menus. I'm going to look at the crop prices. I'm going to... Not exactly sure, but I'm going to look through everything and kind of go through and do a good overview in the last few minutes. But I just want to get more of a tour, I guess. Let's see. Right or left? Let's go right. Man. Dick. Anyways. Okay, so it does open up a little bit through here. Let's see, we got the sugar mill on the left. Okay. That's interesting. I mean, it's not very thematic with the map, but what can you complain too much? No. I'm sure they have some kind of mill there, and I guess why not put a sugar mill? As far as I know, this is based more or less on actual Google Maps. I just wish the map maker didn't use a screenshot, or not a screenshot, but the satellite imagery for the background. Oh hey, we also own this field here, field number 73. Why? I have no idea, but we do. I mean, I can't complain too much, but I don't really see the logic. I mean, that's okay. CUMA. Hey, yeah, here's the thing. I didn't know what it was before. Can I open this? Are you gonna let me open it? No? Or were you going to open it until I got out? Because I would like to go through there. Oh, okay. I guess let's look in it, but I hope I'm just missing something, because that would be unfortunate if that didn't work. I'm not sure what's going on or what CUMA stands for, but might be important, might not. Actually, I'm gonna look it up. I'll be right back. This is more interesting than you might think. So it is a cooperative, essentially. They own and operate farm agriculture machinery collectively, making it both more affordable and more efficiently utilized. The main activity of these cooperatives is harvesting, but there are also some active in irrigation, forestry, and drainage. Due to the technological evolution of agriculture, CUMA projects have recently become even more diversified. There's a big boom in small-scale food processing, and the growing number of these plants are now run by CUMAs. Cool, and they actually have a whole website, too. Wait, you're in English? Last time I was here, it was all in French. No, still. Well, hey, English, okay. Anyways, let's move on. That's interesting enough. So it looks like you can share equipment. And looking at this, that would make sense. Do I have to buy this area? Why? I just feel like. So I do have to buy it. If I buy it, can I then open it? Okay, there we go. Okay. So you just have to buy this area. So I guess maybe you might want to use this to share your equipment with your friends if you're on a multiplayer server. Looks like we got some greenhouses down there. Let's go check that out. Yeah. Just to see if there's anything worthwhile. I guess, ooh, we got some more sheds. So I think greenhouses coming up on the right. Very cool. Now, do you get money for these? Because this almost seems like something you might not get. I don't know. So you don't own the land. I don't know if you get money for it. I guess we might be able to test that. Yeah, let me fast forward time and see what happens to my money. I'll be back in just a minute. Actually, now that I think of it, I need water to do that. And I'm intrigued. I am. But I don't know if I'm that intrigued, honestly. Let's look at the map a little bit, because I feel like all these areas more or less look the same. And that's okay, but it's all just French. I mean, that's fine. French is fine. Can you tell I'm not the biggest fan of European maps? Okay, so we got the Terreno. I don't know what that is. Got a bakery. Got the dairy. That's our farm down there. Oh, you got the vehicle shop way off down there. Oh, hey, you can also buy these lands. They're expensive, but like $1.6 million or euros or whatever you have your game set in can get you this big field here. It's 18.6 to buy the kind of the roads. Actually, this shows where the roads are. Huh. Yeah. Okay. Because now you can see the outlines of where the roads are, and that's pretty nice, honestly. Just wish it was more obvious normally. But, oh well. That's a decent road network. I mean, it's not a lot of roads, honestly. But every field touches the main road in one way or another. Huh. Yeah, if I had one suggestion for the mod maker, I'd say just make it more obvious where the roads are. But Let's see. Do we have anything interesting going on? Like, particularly interesting. Cheese, sugar mill, we saw that. I feel like we've clicked on everything. We can go check out this area down here. I'll drive through it. I'll be back in just a minute. Take you along these roads real quick. We're getting closer. I've got the map still pulled up on the bottom left so that way you can see where we are. It's my second map spotlight or map tour, but I like the idea of having the map in the bottom left so that way you can always see where we are at any given time, especially if we're driving around. So now we're kind of going through the more logging area where we got the, was it $1.6 million property over on the left, and the 800,000 I think on the right. It's a good bit of trees though, like it's a lot of trees. You could probably make a giant field after you harvest all of it. Or cut it all down, I suppose, is the more accurate way to put it. So let's see. So now it kind of opens up a little more. Is this the map boundary? Uh-huh. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter all that much, but I think a little bit more would have been nice too. I do appreciate that they have the old style, like, Volkswagens and stuff like that. It feels French. And if I remember right, it was saying that it's set back in the day type of thing. I might be totally misremembering. But I don't know. It's pretty. Looks good. Oh, there was a field back there that we owned. Let's check that out real quick. So let's see, this is 50, and we own field 51 here. I guess I just don't know what the point is, why we need it. Just seems kind of random. Well, let's go loop around to the shop, and when we get to the shop, we'll stop and, no. Maybe we'll go back to the farm. Yeah, we'll go back to the farm. I'll stop. We'll look at the result, or not results, but the numbers, the prices for crops. And we'll look around some prices for fields. We'll play around in the menu for a few minutes, and then we'll call it there. Because I don't know what else I can really show about this map. I mean, it's pretty. It is. It's a pretty map, but I don't think it's for me. And it feels not unfinished. It does feel finished. I mean, this is a finished map from a previous version of the game, but it just doesn't feel 100% done, I guess. I think fixing the, or not fixing, but or that's the vehicle shop. But fixing, not fixing the background color for the map itself, the map, is going to make a difference so that way you can see where roads are. Especially if there is some kind of key as to like a major road or a minor road. I like that kind of stuff, but just like gray. Just like outline the roads with gray. Ooh, wow. They come up quick though. So, we are just about back at the farm. No, this is the wrong way to the farm. Okay, well, I messed up on my directions again. The right way to the farm is not by crashing into a tree. Essentially, I need to get to the other side of field 2, if you look at the bottom, where in between field 2 and 3 is the entrance. I'm just going to stop here, and I'm going to start looking at things, because we're running out of time, and there's only so much to show. Okay, so field 2, 81,000, field 3, 111. These fields are overall pretty cheap, 100, 100, 45, 167, 111, 90. Only 216 for field 17. Holy cow. I mean, it's not like the fields are massive that I'm looking at, but they're decently sized. They're also very irregular too, and they're tight together. So what you're going to experience is most likely AI helpers are not going to be all that helpful. You probably want to do at least 1 or 2 headland passes first if you're going to make use of AI helpers. Hey, I wonder if that is Ang over there on the right. Anger, it would look like in English, but it's Ang. Anyways, so the field prices are pretty decent. They're low, I think, for what they are, but they're good. We don't have anything too radical for crops or anything. This is crossplay compatible. The seasons look relatively normal. Weather is pretty hot. So prices. Let's hit the prices real quick. So you can sell at the Terreno and the Triscalio. I would pronounce it better, but I don't know, it doesn't seem too important to me. And this is on easy economic difficulty as well. I'm going through the prices, and if you see anything that is relevant or useful, pause the video and check it out. Let's see. So you can't sell... They don't have selling points for a lot of it, it looks like. So raisins you can. Strawberries, yes. Planks. Manure, slurry, digester. There's just not a ton going on for selling of the final products. You can also look at the price fluctuations. I'll go a little quicker through these, because I think it's more so showing the seasonality of them. But you can see how there's some winter crops, some summer crops, some mid-season crops. It's nothing shocking though. It's to be expected. Okay. No animals. Finances, nothing too interesting. You have a lot of money in vehicles though if you do want to sell and you're on new farmer mode. But ooh, you got plenty of contracts. I mean, with 155 fields, yeah, you better. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I've shown what there is to see. But welcome to the French countryside. Maybe you'll decide to download it and play for yourself, or maybe not. But it's what the map has to offer. So I guess that just about wraps it up. If you enjoyed this video, I would greatly appreciate if you were to like and subscribe. I don't really know the details of it, but everyone else asks for it, and I feel a little self-conscious asking, but hey, like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. I'm sure it'll help me out a whole bunch, and it, you know, shows me that you enjoy it. All of like 2 people who will watch this. So, thank you. Have a good day.